Hi, how you doing? Woke up this morning to some pretty interesting news that the White House is going to be making an announcement today at 2 o'clock. And also, a friend of mine sent me a video of that announcement, and it came along with a video of Trump, and it seemed kind of like a video that you would post as a memoriam for a president. And so that made me wonder, what is this announcement going to be about? So I decided to make a chart really quick for 2 o'clock today at Washington, D.C., to see if we can figure out what's going on here. And what's really interesting about this chart is Mercury. It'll be 0 degrees Virgo when this meeting happens, but right now it is 29 degrees Leo. That is Regulus. That is Trump's ascendant. The sun is also in Trump's first house right now at 10 degrees Virgo. So that's very interesting stuff. In this chart, Mercury and the sun are in the ninth house. The ascendant is Sagittarius, which means Trump is ruled by Jupiter. That's what he's represented by in this chart. And Jupiter is in the eighth house in Cancer, and it is opposing the moon, which is in the first house. And Jupiter and the moon are making a T-square with Mars at the apex in the 10th house. So this is Mars in the 10th house, is this meeting being about what action Trump is going to take, discussing it in the public. And with it being moon in first house and Jupiter in eighth house, also Venus is in the eighth house, and it rules the sixth house, which is Taurus. I think that they are going to announce that Trump is going to be leaving the office, at least temporarily, to address some health issues. I think that they've gotten to the point where they can't hide his health problems anymore. Something clearly happened last week. The dude's been out of sight and mostly silent on social media for several days now, which is very unlike him. And the last time we did see him on the 26th, he was very incoherent, even for him now. It's like it is becoming difficult to deny that he's not suffering some sort of dementia. We see Uranus here in the sixth house, Gemini, and it's squaring Mercury, it's squaring the sun. And that is sextiling Saturn conjunct Neptune right there close to his IC in the fourth house. This is all pointing to him dealing with issues. He was hidden away in his home. He's addressing why he hasn't been seen, and I think it has to do with his health. That is trining Venus, which rules the sixth house as well, and also rules Mars. So it's what action are we taking? Also, with with Sagittarius as the ascendant, and then Sun and Mercury in the ninth house. And then Mercury is now the apex of this yod with Pluto and Saturn conjunct Neptune. And it's trining the moon. I'm reading this chart right now. I didn't start this video having already read this chart. I'm just interpreting it as I go. But with them being in the ninth house, they are in that, and Virgo naturally being the sign associated with the sixth house and with health. I think that this is what this is going to be about. It's going to be an announcement addressing his health issues. And I think he's leaving office? No, I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so. I think what he's doing is he's physically leaving the office, and he's going away to address his health for a while. I think that's what's going on here. It could be that he's actually leaving office, stepping down, but that just doesn't seem like something Trump would do. I don't think Trump's ever going to give it up. He might be getting forced to. He might be getting pushed to, and I think that might be like the concession that's been made here is, okay, I'm not stepping down as president, but I am going to step away and and take a break while I address my health. I think that's more what's going on here. But time will tell. We will find out here in about 6 hours or so. But I know I'll be heavily anticipating this. And, I could be wrong, but that's just the impression I'm getting from this chart. There's lots of Virgo, there's lots of sixth house, there's lots of Sagittarius and ninth house and Jupiter. And it seems like he had a health scare. I think he came very close to dying, probably the closest he came to dying, which would explain his email he sent out that we talked about before, where he was just all like, my friends, I want to get to heaven, or something like that. I think he had a stroke. I think he had a serious health issue come up, and they can no longer hide it and pretend it's not happening. And I think he's going to travel a long distance, go somewhere else and focus on his health, take a break from being president, maybe have JD Vance fill in temporarily. I don't see him giving up the office, though, not willingly. So we will just have to wait and see. What do you think? Also, if you saw the Aurora Borealis last night, send me some pictures. I didn't get to see it. Where I live was right on the line of where you might be able to see it and where you might not, but unfortunately, I did not get to see it. So if you did, please send me some pictures. If you want to book a reading, you know where to go, www.dhastrology.com. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I may make another video later today since this one's so early. So, see y'all later.